This is the best free money glitch you guys can use in Forza Horizon 5 right now to make millions of credits completely easily and of course legitimately in Forza, whether you're trying to buy the next car or a house. This is the video you'll need to watch to sort yourself out. Now in terms of what car you guys want to use, let's go ahead and jump right into it in terms of getting started. Now there are a couple different options that I'll be showing you guys depending on which cars you have and how many credits you currently have in game. Now the best car overall for this is of course going to be the Unicorn V2. The reason being is that it's very easy to use and will make you slightly more money. However, they're pretty rare to come by, and if you do find one in the auction house, it's going to be worth tens of millions of credits. So I would of course recommend as an alternate solution Formula Drift cars. Virtually all of you will have at least one of these in your garage for free, or you can alternatively buy them from the car collection area or the auto show for just 300,000 to 500,000 credits. The reason why the Unicorn is slightly better is because it has a ×8 car mastery skill multiplier. Basically what that means, you guys will be able to make credits around 12.5% quicker than the Formula Drift car, but ultimately it's not the end of the world. Both cars are very good options. So regardless of which one you guys want to use, make sure you max out all of these car mastery skill perks. Right here in the Unicorn, you can see the skill multiplier of 8, and that's what makes it so good for this glitch. So of course, max out all this car mastery skill perks. In terms of a tune, doesn't really matter too much. I don't even use a tune when I'm using these methods because these drift cars are pre-tuned themselves, and they'll be very suitable for making money with this method. So once you have your car and you've got the car mastery skill perks maxed, it's time to go and get started. So I'll be going to this part of the map. You can of course go to the regular Horizon Festival area along this long strip, but I ultimately prefer the Aerodrome drag strip, and keep these two events in mind as they'll become very useful in just a second. So once you guys get here, all you need to do is start drifting side to side. It's pretty complicated how this works, but I'll try to explain it as simply as possible. So even if you're pretty new to the game, it should be fairly simple. Just so you do a little bit of an S pattern drift, it's pretty easy, especially in these drift intended cars, and what you'll start to notice is that you'll begin earning skill points very quickly. Now you can of course destroy some of these destroyable events or objects, but it doesn't really matter too much because the drifting will earn skill points very quickly. So basically the most skill points you can gain in one skill chain is going to be 10, and the threshold at which you pass when you earn 10 skill points in a chain is determined by that number up top and your car's skill multiplier. So for example, right now you can see the multiplier is around ×4.1. If I'm in a car at the Unicorn V2, that skill multiplier can reach 8, and for the Formula Drift car it can reach 7. So basically in this car I'll be crossing the threshold in which you earn 10 skill points slightly quicker. So what that means is that you want to time it pretty well, so you stop drifting as soon as you cross over that mark of earning 10 skill points in one chain. As like I said, that's the most you can earn in one chain. Even if you got that number up top to 1 million, you're still only going to earn 10 skill points. So there's no point wasting time drifting for longer than you need to each time. So for me in this car, the point at which I earn 10 skill points, the yellow number up top has got to be around 62,000. But for a Formula Drift car, it's got to be around 72,000. So you want a time when you stop to cross over that line. But here's a second factor. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. So if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news, and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. As you guys can see, I'm going to go and stop right now at around 48 to 50,000, and the points will continue to build up for quite a while. Why is that? Well, that's because when you're drifting like I am, you're actually earning skill points significantly quicker than what the animation on screen can even show to you. So in fact, it's a little bit misleading. Generally, when you're at that point of around 50,000 points, your actual skill chain will be lagging around 20 to 25,000 points behind. So although I stopped at 48,000, you guys can see I've now gone over the point of around 62,000 that is confirmed that I've earned 10 skill points. So any points I'm earning over this is basically just a waste of time because it's not earning me any more money or skill points. So you want to time it pretty well so you know your sweet spot. You guys can see I ended up getting to around 67,000. So for me, I would note that I could probably stop at around 42 to 43,000 points, let it build out to 10 skill points, and that would be a perfect amount. If you're in a Formula Drift car, maybe it's around 50,000 to 52,000 is the perfect sweet spot. So do that a couple times so you know exactly when you need to stop to get to the point where you earn 10 skill points. But once you've actually found that point, here's a huge tip that'll save you guys a lot of time. On either of these events, you might have unlocked at least one of these, the cross-country circuit or the drag strip. Simply go up to them and go into enter event, then instantly back out. So just like this, drift to the event, enter event, then instantly back out and start drifting again. And as you guys can see by the XP on screen, I actually banked my skill points literally instantly by doing that. So just by entering the event, instantly backing out, just only takes around 2 to 3 seconds. You skip the entire process of having to wait for your skill points to end. So like I said, do it a couple times manually, let them end so you guys can see where you should stop each time. but after you found that mark, just rinse and repeat, go to those events, instantly make your skill points and start drifting again. And by doing this, you can easily make around 600 to 800 skill points every single hour. But now it's time to talk about how you convert those straight into credits. As you guys can see, if you do want to of course skip out on the grind and get them pretty much instantaneously, you can see, for instance, I've got 100 million super wheel spins. Check the pinned comment if you want to learn more for all platforms, super easy and quick, and of course save a bunch of time other than grinding out these glitches. But of course, now let's head to the festival and talk about the next steps you guys can use. There are two main methods I'll be showing. The first one is very simple and reliable. If you don't want to have to worry about your method being patched or sometimes having issues, this will be the method for you. So simply find this car. It's of course going to be the Jeep Rubicon. You can purchase this for just 50,000 credits as many times as you guys want in the auto show or car collection area. Then of course navigate to my cars and go to the car, and you guys will see as a very interesting skill chain. Now there are more lucrative ways of doing this I'll show after, but this one is very reliable. You can do it without even having Horizon Life or online access and make a lot of money. So go into car mastery or upgrades and tuning, car mastery, and you want to unlock the prize car in the top, which of course is going to be the DeBerti Wrangler Unlimited. As you guys can see, 50 skill points unlock the perk. So once you've unlocked this car, now go to your garage and you can now go to the DeBerti Wrangler directly, which will then have another car mastery perk you guys can unlock to earn 1 super wheel spin. So in total with this method, you're spending around 70 skill points to earn each super wheel spin. So you get in that case around 10 to 20 per hour. So it's not as efficient, but you're definitely still making money very reliably, very quickly, and of course all legitimately. So as you guys can see in the top left, there's another perk here you guys can use to cash out that super wheel spin, and boom, you're all done and good to go. But here's another method you guys can use if you want to speed it up a little bit more. You can actually go straight to the auction house and buy the DeBerti Wrangler without needing to unlock it in that first car in the Jeep Wrangler. However, here's a disadvantage. Since you guys are buying these off other players, if someone you've purchased this car off has already used those skill perks for the super wheel spin, you won't be able to use them again. And as you guys can see, there's this one seller who's listing up a bunch of these. He's definitely done this in bulk. So if you're going to try skip the process and buy them off the auction house, make sure you're looking out for a seller like maybe like this guy who has not got duplicate listings, and the painter and tuner should be completely stock. If everything is stock, there's only one of them listed by that seller, there's a good chance it's never even used the car, which therefore increases the likelihood the perks by extension have not been used. So you guys can do this and make a lot more money, or you can even use this car as well. And the second car is even better, the Bugatti Devo. They're a little bit more expensive, costing around 400,000 to 500,000 per car on the auction house, but again, the perks are much better. And here's the other piece of information to also consider. Generally, if you guys are following the steps I provided over a long period of time, around 8 out of 10 cars you buy will not have had the perks used. I mean, only around 10 of them have had the perks used, but here's the one thing to keep in mind. Even if you purchase a car where the perks have been used or they haven't and use them yourself, once you guys are done with the car, just resell it and make your money back. You can see you get 50,000 credits, 1 wheel spin, and 2 super wheel spins. And again, let's say you purchased 10 Devos, you got 8 of them successfully, which means you get 16 super wheel spins, you get 400,000 credits, and 8 normal wheel spins. You can then resell all 10 of the Devos, make the majority of the money back, and keep going and rinse and repeating. That's a good way to be able to make money off by doing this. So even if there is risk with the Devo, it is a lot more lucrative. You can make a lot of the credits back even if you buy cars where the perks already been used, and overall it's a lot more efficient than using the Jeep in terms of how many skill points you're spending per super wheel spin. So definitely keep that in mind, guys. But again, if you want to skip out on the grind, get everything you want instantly, check out the pinned comment, and of course stay tuned for more Forza money glitches coming very soon.